All right, I think the microphone works now, so I have to reboot everything. Hang on. How do I say goodbye? Hey, I'm just rebooting. Move that over here. The good times that made us laugh. There we go. Outweigh the bad. All right. I think we're back. I think we're kind of back. Is anybody here? I don't even know. I don't even have my browser up and running, so I can't even see the YouTube chat. So hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Got to get back to YouTube. I just hit play as quick as possible. Wait for it. Browser still hasn't even opened. There we go. Thank you, Google. So I guess I was in the middle of my disclaimer and the microphone just stopped, and I added the microphone 2 more times and still won't take. So anyways, let me get back to that while I wait for Google to open a browser, because I'm assuming that it's on YouTube. So let me remind you that trading is risky. It's not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, it's not necessarily indicative of future results. But please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. And I think we're here. Okay, I think I got a chat. Yeah, I got a chat. That's cool. So this is probably video number 2 for the Thursday. Nonetheless, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You're good people. Let me know how I can help. I don't have the proper page open, but I do see the chat, so I can answer questions. But that's, or I can see the chat, so, but anyways, whatever. Let's move on with it. Okay, let's take a look at the dollar pairs, or I should say all the indices. A little bit of recovery here on the pig, dollar weak right now, yen weak right now, CAD weak right now, So I guess we're going Europe, We're going Europe today. So you could look at yens, maybe buy a dipsy-do on euro yen. Let's go into a smaller 15, okay? And looks like we're riding the moving averages to the upside. Obviously, we have some resistance above us. You see that? So we're getting ever so close. Oh, let me get my drawing tool. I have to reboot that since I rebooted my machine. Okay, and so I guess, well, what's your goal for the day on this one? Okay, kind of, what do you think? Something like that? Okay, currently my stop is right in here just below all this price action stuff. It's, let me move it a little bit, 120 pips. 120 pips minimum, worst case scenario. Thank you, Euro. I appreciate you. Have I told you that you're my Euro? Cool. So anyways, let's see if we can get some up. Okay, the idea, what would be ideal would be a like a mini dip and then a dip and then dip. Okay. Okay, what was the other one that was waking up? I guess that was pound yen. So let's take a look at that beast. And yeah, it's like, it's okay. It's the first level or first wave down or whatever. Yeah. You can see I'm already worried about this. Okay, it's not a prediction, it's an if then. But I am worried that we have dropped below the 21. Okay, and we need to giddy up if we're going to resume this uptrend. Okay, otherwise, you know, the next level of vulnerability is more like that. But look, if it dropped here and then we move back up, that should be okay. So This is still got some bullish potential. Japanese yen is still weak. The bottom is this, which is fine. So that's a CPP. So target is M4 at 185.35. So, but here's the big stink. Okay, look, this is still very probable. What's interesting is if it fails, it matters. If we have a down day today, I get rid of all that, and I think S1, R1. Or R1, S1, for that matter. Okay. Cool. Swiss yen, maybe? Yeah. You know what's terrible about this one? I was in it yesterday, and then I wimped out on it. I think it took a -3, booked it as a loss, and you can see the trade plan here. Let me maybe go to a 30-minute. There you go. You can see the trade plan. And it just took too long. It just moved sideways, 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 and now it's taking off. Ooh, right. So I can't buy it now because now it's too slow. I bought it yesterday and I should have held it, maybe. So it's more like if it breaches, it takes off and it goes that way, and you would buy the retracement after the breach. Bears, if you're into a double top, this is okay. This is for you, bears. Okay. And then the follow-up to that would be lower low, lower high, and that would be tomorrow's trade. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, let's take a look at the stock market. Maybe we get some leading indicators here. Look like a nice little healthy recovery going on the NASI. Okay, here's the trend. You can see it behaved really nice on the roll reversal yesterday. And now it's going to attempt to make a higher high, higher low. So, you know, kind of like up, down, and then we really need to see what's going on here. Okay. So that's a bit risk on. Here's the S&P 500. This is the one I'm on. I bought it at the dip here back at 43.333333, something like that. And I got this locked in, and now it's moving. Like I could, if I wanted to, lock in a little bit more. Okay, and keep riding it. So I'm using this pivot low. And of course, if today is going to be bullish, you know, the pattern that we're looking at is probably something like this for the next day or two. Ride it into Canada Day. Canada Day is great. Yeah. So anyways, looking at this on the 4-hour, hey, the S&P 500 is technically bullish. Okay? Down, 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 up, 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 up. That's how it is. And that's that. Okay? No matter what your fundamentals are, no matter what your bias is, that's factual. It is bullish. So if you're a bear, step aside, son. Okay? And if you are a day trader, buy the dip, okay, and sell the rip? No, not yet. Taking a look at commodities. Gold. Gold's still heading down. I am so uppy. I'm uppy. Okay. So down, up, down, up, down. Okay. So I'm still a believer in this trend because I still believe we're in a disinflationary period. But if all the stock markets are up, that's dollar weakness. Dollar weakness means gold strength plus risk on means an increase in aggregate demand. Aggregate demand of what? Well, dude, aggregate means everything. So if AD is up, gold is up. Okay? So we don't know if let's just say stock market opens up in an hour and then collapses, and then, you get this down. So it's more like I am still a bear on gold. And I think we talked about it, 2 weeks ago. I said, hey, 1800 is in reach. 1800, we're still at 1906 right now. Yeah. Well, where were you way back before? Right? Way back before. 18 is in reach. Well, we were at 2000, and then we were below 2000, and then we used it as resistance, and then it's dropped, and okay, now it's dropped again, and it's dropped again, and we'll probably bounce at this 19, It's going to be psych for somebody. But as long as we stay in a disinflationary market, she'll be coming down. Boom, a little bit of green going on the S&P 500. Good, because I'm long. Sweet. My oh my WTI. Let's take a stronger look here. It's braiding like crazy. Okay, here's the range. I'm a trend trader. What's the trend? Sideways. What's the market? There is no market. Cool. Bitcoin, still stuck on 30, huh? Okay. So remember, we broke this down probably a day or two ago. If you're a bear, you're waiting for your entry down. And if you're a bull, it's too late to buy now. You're supposed to buy low. You're supposed to buy on the roll reversal, not at resistance. Okay? So how do you buy it if you're a bull? Well, you let it break, you let it pull back, right? And then you take it north. So you should have bought here. It's an easy roll reversal for a bull. That's as easy as it gets. And then the next one would be let it breach, catch the pullback, long and gone. Zip around to dollar pairs. Okay, I'm moving fast, huh? I gotta move. Give me the juice. Okay, what's up, Buck? Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, all the way back to the central pivot. So we did a full Monty, M2, M4, M4 back to the central pivot. And now what? Well, there's a couple of places where support would probably develop. Oops. Let's identify it this way. Okay, based on price. That seems pretty reasonable. Okay. Oops. Let's do it again. I got a little lazy. Oh, my mouse is fast today. Maybe I'm just slow. All right. That and okay. Now the lower one doesn't make a lot of sense technically right now, and we're pretty close to the end of the month. So I have my doubts on that one. So I think this is going to be the play. And if you think Aussie comes back and dollar weakens, you're going to think about this for July. I'm not so certain about that. All I know is Aussie's weak. It probably has something to do with their monetary policy. And it probably has something to do with the monetary policy of the People's Bank of China and the lack of stimulus coming out of the Chinese government. So yes, they lowered RRR. Yes, they lowered repo. Yes, they lowered a couple other things, the commercial rate, the borrowing rate, but not by much. I mean, like we're used to central banks raising by 0.25 or more. We're talking about 0.1, So, yeah. Okay, cool. GDP, yeah. GDP 2.0. Well, that might tell the Fed they need to raise more. That could be dollar strength. So that would be a great little selly sell. Okay. I like buying dollars, right? If the stock market's rallying, that's one thing. I understand why dollar gets weak. I want the dollar to get strong, in fact. And so, and I see the Aussie being weak right now for everything I just said. So this makes sense to me if that's what happens, okay? I'm leaning for dollar bullishness. If not now, then, next week kind of thing. So we'll see. Okay, as you can see, I've already planned this out. Down, down, down. And so what we have is an M2, M3, which means there are bulls and bears in this market. Okay, this is where bulls buy. This is where bears sell. It's not perfect, but I don't care. I'm not looking for perfection, just trying to make money. So you have this kind of crown pattern. So how do you handle a crown? You identify the neckline like I did. You measure from here to here, and then you project it down off the shoulder, and you get that. And you're like, oh my God. Well, I did that for you last week, so you're welcome. Cool. What else is going on? Okay, piggy, 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 can't you see? All right, check this out. Le flitulum. Okay, perfect top, double top, kicked off the M4, new or lower low. We're definitely game on this way for now. Now, bulls, if you think the stock market's going to rally in January, then you're going to kind of take it around north, maybe off of this zone. Okay, for bulls, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll see. I thought this could have gone a little higher and then collapsed on us. But down seems to be the way. Huh? You see? It's neat, right? Okay. What else is toppity top top? Check this out. This has been bearish all along. Okay. And now is at the bottom of the channel, which means it'll probably fall more, but it doesn't have to fall much more, huh? Okay, but you see quite a trend going on. USD yen yen, this is a great trade. This is a great trade. You see I already, oh, and look how close I missed my entry. Ah, oh, you scumbag. Yeah, oh my God, see, here's my order. I should have had it here. I don't know how I got that. Anyways, missed it. Too bad, so sad. So you can see I wanted to buy it. That's fine. You see the plan: up, 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 down, down, buy, up, 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 down, down, buy, up, 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 down, down, buy, and off she goes. I think I had my buying price, my buying order was off of one of these moving averages, and I just missed it by a handful of pips. Nonetheless, pretty cool. That dollar strength might actually help the yen weaken. So let me go back to the yens. So yes, a high GDP. It's not that 2.0 is a high GDP, it's that it's more than expected. And it's not that it's more than expected, it's that the Fed is trying to cool off the economy. And if GDP is expanding, then the economy is not cooling off, it's expanding. It's getting red hot. So the Fed will have to raise by a minimum of 2. But if you listen to Jay Powell today in Spain or yesterday in Portugal, what he said is there's 2 in the pipe and maybe more. And that's all dollar strength, y'all. I mean, you're listening to the central banks, right? No, everything's in the price, Wayne. No, listen to the central banks. Okay? So let's see how some of these are faring out. Yeah, yen is, or Aussie's still just weak, you know. But anyways, let's zip over. I just want to see if these are going to wake up. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. A little more juice for me on the CAD trade. Euro is interesting because if the dollar gets strong, it'll probably hold this euro back. I'm going to lock in a few more pips. Just does it matter? If I go 150, this is 150. Yeah, okay. I'll lock in 150 pips profit on this trade and just hope it breaks. But the thing is, here's my thought process. This is a euro yen. GDP comes out greater expected. Then investors have to price in 2, maybe 3 rate hikes before we hit terminal rate. That's not priced in. US dollar gets strong. US dollar gets strong, weakens euro, and I'm long euro yen. So therefore, euro yen may go up. It'll probably go up slower than some of the other ones, or it might collapse, and therefore I'll lock in some pips because my risk has gone up for this trade, and it has nothing to do with the euro yen. What else is going, so that this trade should be a really nice one. Okay, it really should. That's really nice. The target for this one, I would be very cautious between 145 and 145.50. Huge red flag up there. Huge increase in risk up there. Okay, so be careful. Yes, Swissy's improving. Right? We've already done all of these, but now we got the catalyst, so maybe we breach higher, then you catch the pullback. Cool. Beast. Yeah, still got work to do, right? Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I want to take a quick look at the shorter term, see who's been. Yeah, there's the dollar strength again. That's the logic. Good GDP. Fed's got to raise more. Fed raising more creates dollar strength. There it is. Anyone else? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the biggest news. Richard says Lagarde was hawkish yesterday. Yeah. So was Bailey. So was Powell. Okay. Ueda was interesting. We got a good look at his personality. Okay. By the way, for those that are not members of FX Bootcamp, I'd like to invite you to become a member of FX Bootcamp. And so, like, if you're getting lost in all the things that you should be doing, you're like, man, this is so much going on. It's hard to know what kind of work I should be doing. Well, we, as a community, we handle that challenge all the time. And so here's all the things that you should be reviewing, like right now. And one of them is watch the Central Bank Forum video. You have 2 days left to complete this. And it's wonderful, and it gives you the link to the video. And you sit there, not only do you get to hear the discussion of monetary policy, but you actually get to see the personalities of these key players of your life. They determine the cost of borrowing money. They might determine whether you keep your job or not, or whether your uncle gets laid off or not, or whether you can afford to get a new car or not, whether you go on a vacation this summer or not. So you should know these people that control your life. Okay? So it's amazing. Most people know the name of the New York Yankee pitcher that threw a perfect game yesterday, the first one since 2012, and only the 24th person to ever do it. But they don't know anything about their money. Oh, do you have a retirement account? Yeah, I have a 401k at work. Okay, cool. What does a 401k invest in? No, I don't know. Some stocks and bonds, I think. I don't know. Oh, your whole complete life savings, and you don't know what you're doing with it? No, not really. No. How much money are you going to have when you retire? I don't know. My wealth manager says you can never know. It's all a random walk through Wall Street. The only thing you can do is keep reinvesting and diversify. Dude, seriously? Okay. So anyway, so you have to make a choice. Okay. I want to open a money bar. Forget a sports bar. Come to my money bar. Have a drink. Let's talk money. Let's talk investing. Yeah. Cool. So anyways, that's that. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. If you're an FX Bootcamp member, I will see you in the swing trading group this afternoon, 4 p.m. at the New York close.